People can be sort of quite rude to people with disabilities, especially if they don't understand what's going on, or they can't see what's going on. I think then it's sort of, yeah.
My name's Angel.
My name's Emma Moyle.
My name is Glenn Jones. I am 59 years of age and I am registered disabled. Yeah, so yeah, I would, because people do look at you, sort of as if you're second class rather than a human being. Sort of they look down their noses and sort of like that, yeah.
Most of the people I know, at least, or college or teachers, look down on people like, not just me, but other people who have disabilities in general. For me, I give an example actually. I applied for 6 jobs, but they all turned me down because of my disabilities. Yeah. I can't even get a chance to explain to them that it just because I have them doesn't mean it affects the job that I'm going to be doing or how I am as a person.
I felt paranoid since I was about the teenager years, but I've grown out of that by just ignoring the people. You people don't know what it's like as a disabled person. It can be very hard for that person, especially me in my condition.
I have 3 discs in my lower back eroded. I also have a ligament in my knee split. I also suffer trigeminal neuralgia, asthma. That's just a few things. Come to the point where I am now happened in 2012. I got up one morning, fine, came down here, it was on a Sunday morning, came down here, remember it well, made a cup of tea, took it back up to bed, watched a bit of telly while drinking our tea, got out of bed and gone, just like that. Some days are worse than others. Some days I have to have help getting out of bed. Other days I'm sort of get out all right, but I can't walk far. I can't go up and down the stairs like I used to be able to. I really just sort of find it difficult to move around.
I have actually a range of disabilities actually. I have a bit of dyslexia, ADHD, and a few others that I can't name on the top of my head. How to explain it's a very difficult process because I have to explain to a lot of people who don't actually know how it is. Even I don't know what it properly is. I've just been told, like many people and doctors, that I have it, but it's apparently to affect your mental, your brain thinks differently to how other people think. They affect me quite badly actually. So it's to a point where I have to fake my own identity just to blend in with people actually.
My disability is cerebral palsy with learning difficulties. It's a condition what I was born with. It affects my coordination and affects my balance and also affects my tendon. When I was younger and my body was changing, I couldn't do things that my sister could do, and over in time I learned to do those things. Not really, my disability didn't really stop me from doing anything what I wanted to do.
Quite often, I have felt that I've been ignored, especially when there's sort of people talking about doing things which I would have been able to have done had I been fitter. It does come over. I do find sort of sometimes people look at you and sort of, there's no point talking to him about this because he can't do it. But, sort of, I would like to be in the conversation.
Yes, because people look at me like I am dumb sometimes because of my disabilities. We have to explain it so slowly to me. And I feel like that's not necessary all the time. Just because I have disability doesn't mean it affects my abilities with the conversation. It depends on the topic, but it's just a little bit like, why are you treating me like this just because I have certain traits? It's just not fair.
I had that experience when someone went up to me and said, look at her, look at her leg and how she's walking like that. So they were laughing and giggling in the past, and I felt really annoyed and really like slowed down by it.
Yeah, especially if I'm in my car, in my buggy. Yeah, and I'm sort of looking around trying to find something. And when I'm in that, everything I want is on the top shelf. And when if I've got the trolley and I'm walking, everything I want is on the bottom shelf. So everything I want to be on the middle shelf isn't. And sort of people watching sometimes just stand back and watch you struggle. They don't offer help. They just walk by you, sort of like that sort of thing.
All the time, actually. It affects me because I have anxiety as well. So sometimes my disabilities make me more anxious to do stuff because I feel like everyone's going to make fun of me. I normally stay in the house all the time, and it affects me so much that I have depression and suicidal thoughts really badly. So I'm more scared of my disabilities. If I could get rid of them, I would give them up in a heartbeat, actually. Yeah. It's like a difficult question. I agree with some parts of it, but also I don't, like I said before, people don't get a chance to explain themselves. So if they talk to more about the people with disabilities, most people might understand it a little bit more or help it or not be so judgmental anymore.
Well, people who are disabled didn't have to be afraid to talk to other people, but in other words, that they are like trying to intimidate disabled people when they shouldn't do, and it's like kind of disgusting society.
I haven't had that experience, but I don't think people should feel as though they're sort of saying something wrong, or they're sort of or they feel as though they're looking down on a disabled person, because 9 times out of 10 they're not.
I think I can limit myself to do what other people do, and I am a lot better than what I was in the past. I have like changed and like bounced around, come on naturally. I have learned to walk, I learned to talk, I learned to sit up. My doctor said I would never sit up or never do anything, and look at me now, I'm walking to work, I'm independent, I'm living my own life, and that's how it should be.
That's so sad. Again, like I said, people are very, very judgmental nowadays. Not even a chance, because most people with disabilities aren't like that, actually. Most of them, like me, for instance, they can have a normal conversation, can explain it with a smile on their face. It's not fair on us nowadays.
Yeah, like when you're in the shop and you're to park in, you park in a disabled bay, and that, even with the blue ticket, you still get the people looking at you like that, because you can't see what the disability is until the person gets out of the car. So yes.
I would tell the public, give people with disabilities a chance. Don't judge them based on disabilities. Talk to them. We're all human. Just because our disabilities doesn't affect us in the slightest. Some people might have, I know for a fact some people with disabilities have a hard time talking to people who don't have disabilities. But to people who don't have disabilities, why don't you talk to people with them? That way you can have a more understanding with people with disabilities and not be so judgmental all the time. I think if people are more like those kinds of people, I think we will look better in the community with people with them.
Just don't bully us because we can't help it in other ways. And if you're gonna judge, well, don't do it in front of us. Just try not to take the mick. Yeah, keep your opinions to yourself and just really be mindful for other people's needs. I can say to other people, do not let it stop you doing whatever. It's your condition and you can't help it, and that's just the way it is.
I feel like if you always hide all the time like me, it's not gonna help, it's not gonna get better. And that is just, because I stayed in a lot, I get a lot of depression, and I'm scared all the time, but I have to push myself to go outside, talk to people. So I say to other people, if you don't talk to others, you're not gonna get very much help. You're gonna just feel down all the time. At least talk to other people who are like you.
Don't let it stop you to do whatever. The people who have got a disability like me or a different condition, don't let it affect you at all, and just ignore the people who are judging you and kind of taking a mick, and just don't let them control you, your life. You've got to be who you are, and that's it.
I am able.
I'm able.
I'm able.